Okay, we're going to talk about Fideum again. And why are we going to talk about Fideum again? Because there has been a lot of FUD and we need to address that. So Fideum, if you don't know what it is, I've made a separate video. Be sure to check it out where I explain everything. But this week something has happened, which is that we had a gigantic dip. Or at least that was what people were saying, because eventually we were at like 2 cents or something and we dropped down to 0.12. So that was a pretty steep drop, as you can see right here. And that got people wondering like what was going on, what is happening. But luckily there was a perfect explanation for that. And that is called a healthy correction. And that is called some things going on with the project. Because for some people, if there are changes to a project, they go berserk. And then other people see it as something good. Now what happened? What happened is this: within the last 4 months, we won all 3 events at MasterCard Lighthouse, the People's Choice Awards, Best in Class, and the Grand Finals at Slush. We're working on new products directly with MasterCard. We made significant progress, released the Visa cards, and had a major token swap. So I've made a video about that as well. It's the token swap from Blockbank to Fideum. Be sure to check that out as well, because the longer you wait, the less tokens you will receive in the swap. And then we've got a total UI and UX revamp. Now, just know that I'm not a member of their team, obviously. Last week, this guy posted something that he's kind of like the community venting space, you know, where everything is being mentioned. And then this week made announcements on the day they were scheduled. Had one of the biggest YouTubers in crypto, Max Mar, give a very positive review on where he thinks Fideum is heading. We're going to look at that in a minute. But then yet everyone wants to focus on a 1-word typo in a 10,000 word and one team member who left. And that guy is Gabriel. So, Gabriel left Fideum. This guy says, Ugluk says, we love Gab. He's a fantastic man and the main reason I invented in August. But serious, guys, does no one move on from your workplace? Has he signed a lifetime contract? And that's actually something that is happening with crypto projects that no other YouTuber that I know has spent time on, because we always look at the teams and what they have achieved and what they can achieve, but we never think about what if someone leaves? What does that mean for the project? How will that gap be filled by someone else or through something else? Because sometimes, you know, you can remove someone and then have AI do it for you. So that's actually something we need to take into consideration, like how sustainable is a project. Now, Fideum is like a neobank, a digital fintech, a neobank, which means that it's not some kind of gaming project where there's a couple of head developers and if they leave, shit hits the fan. So then the next one is announcements were late, so never announced news on the last day, turns excitement into FUD. We all know that, sell the news stuff, you know. And then we've got the news where shit, seriously, app update with new features and the rebrand website is coming. These things take time and it's good updates. Why does it end up like this? So let's go to Gabriel, his actual statement on why he left. So he said, I've noted the concerns and discussions, particularly regarding my departure from Fideum. While personal paths evolve, my respect and appreciation for the company and team remain unchanged. My decision to move on reflects my own journey, not a reflection on Fideum's potential or direction. So that's a good thing. It seems they didn't end on bad terms. And like the other guy said, and if I look at myself, for instance, I've had many projects. I've worked at many different locations for many different companies, and yet I always left on good standing. Now, why is that? I'm self-employed, so my projects are basically, they got a beginning and they got an end. So I know, like, look, it's going to last 6 months or it's going to last 12 months. And then I need to move on to something else. But the same thing goes in your life. Your life changes completely. I mean, when I was 20, I didn't have kids. Right now, I do have kids. So the time I have is completely different. And I need to manage everything a lot differently than I did before. So sometimes things happen in your life that requires you to make different decisions. And this could be one for him, you know. So the recent discourse around updates and expectations within the community highlights the challenges of balancing anticipation with the realities of development in the tech and crypto spheres. It's important to remember the effort and dedication behind each announcement and update. These milestones are not trivial, they're significant steps forward. Now, to the Fideum community, I encourage patience and support for the team's ongoing efforts. I remain optimistic about Fideum's future and its contributions to the industry. My best wishes go out to the team and the community as they continue on their path of innovation and success. Now, please know, I invested in Fideum. I've been mentioning Blockbank because it used to be Blockbank a couple of years ago on my channel already. If you have been following me for a while now, you know I have. I've covered them on multiple occasions. I'm still invested in them. This is not some shilling effort for me because I'm just a one-man guy. This project is way too big for me to shill my own bags, you know, but just for disclaimer purposes, know that I'm invested in this project as well. And then after everything was cleared up, we see that the price is now climbing back again to pretty acceptable prices. Right, what do I think will happen with Fideum? I think they have a very bright future ahead of them, but let's listen to someone who's got a lot more subscribers than I do, which is Max Maher. He's got 976,000 subscribers, and here he is talking about Fideum.
MasterCard Lighthouse Finitive program, which aims to find fintech unicorns. But why? Well, they're a borderless banking fintech platform that aims to provide secure banking services for literally everyone, like the world. They use this microservice architecture, which is super adaptive, meaning they can offer tailored digital finance solutions for you, for me, even for businesses. This is huge. They offer solutions that provide regulatory compliant blockchain infrastructure, which is a must for any company trying to use this kind of stuff, and gives them a safe in to this digital landscape. Like if you have a company who wants to do this, that's how you do it. On the consumer side, they've got a whole bunch of crypto trading tools, banking tools, portfolio management, peer-to-peer payments, all kinds of stuff. Use cases are extremely broad here, from a banking app in your pocket to trusted business solutions for multinationals. And again, they won this award, which is a nice touch and puts some respect on their name. But how do you make money from it? The project is called Fideum, done with their token FI, or Fee, I'm not sure how they pronounce it, FI. It's been steadily climbing since December, but how big do I think it'll get? I'm actually pretty optimistic about this one. I like the idea. I want it to succeed. I've thought about starting my own bank because I've seen similar problems in finance that crypto definitely can solve. But my biggest concern in crypto is overbearing regulations. That's a major risk to projects like this. If governments stomp down on crypto, it's going to severely hinder growth in the short run. To understand the full picture of what banks and regulators are up to, it's crazy. You have to watch this video.
And he's right. Regulatory compliance things could really be a burden on this project. However, they are following KYC rules. I had to KYC myself as well. They've got the HODL card, which requires KYC as well. I actually used my driver's license and then everything was accepted. And then a few days after it got declined and now I have to use my passport. So they are following very strict rules, which is a good thing, which shows that they really try their best to be as compliant as possible. And that's everything for now. Be sure to subscribe because I will be following this project more often. I will be making more of these update videos. If you like deals, be sure to check out my discount links in the description down below as well. And I'll see you guys next time. Doei!